Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to CC Sim Racing. I'm your host, Craig Cook, and with me is my good friend, Jesse Limcrola. Hopefully the microphone works. Hi, Jesse. How you doing, mate?
Fantastic.
It's
Ready
work.
ready to actually see this race this time. It should be fun.
Yeah, it's not guess who going to get to the end first in qualifying this time round. So hopefully we will have 10 racing drivers and 10 racing drivers at the end. Fingers crossed, and 2 commentators still talking to racing drivers on the racetrack. Yes, welcome everyone to CC Sim Racing, and great to see Mark Ditchburn there. Repping today is Hyper for Mark Ditchburn, so that'll be interesting. Good driver as well. He did very well in the Mighty Mini race the other day. So we are fully endorsed by the Mighty Mini Championship with the esports version for those who have just joined us. And please do keep your comments coming in, and also like subscribe to the channel. So last time out we had a bit of an issue, did me and Jesse, not with each other, with the lovely joys of GT7 and the PSN network, and it decided to shut us down. Not because we're just that good, it was just in general, and we were losing cars left, right and centre. But now we get to redo it again, and it looks a lot smoother. The update seems to have worked as well, so that's a good start to this evening's racing. So 20 minutes of racing. We got a 10-minute qualifier, which I'm going to put up now. And while we wait for that qualifier, obviously because we've got to redo it again after seeing everyone disappear, let's just take a look at the championship table, shall we? If I can find it. Hello. There you are. So championship table as it stands at the moment. Adam Bath could win it today, so Albie at the top of the chart there with 191, Glowing on 150, Chocky there on 115. Butler is racing in Chocky's car today, who's battling for the title of the Mighty Minis Esports Championship, which is 2 points different. So that's going to go down to the wire. So winning the race is everything. Getting the fastest lap is an absolute bonus. So we'll see what happens in that race. Clive there in 4th with 111, and Clive is racing tonight in the Octane Racing car. There is Nevin Kirkpatrick, Crafty should I say, in 5th. Crafty's not here tonight, but Nevin Kirkpatrick is, and as we said, he could bump himself right up into the table. Could actually grab a top 3 finish here if he's lucky. Ashwoy there in 7th place, Nicky there with 68 in 8th, Dusty in 9th with 61, and we've got Joe Bolt there in 10th with 48, Lewis with 11th with 38 points, and then we've got Corky on 12 points, which will be represented by Hyper tonight. So a couple of drivers missing, but we have some great drivers out on track, Jesse, haven't we?
Absolutely. We've been watching them qualify. These guys got all ramped up and ready to go last Thursday, and then we had the unfortunate little disconnect incident, but now they're back, and they got 4 more days of practice, so we should see some uber low times today.
Yeah, definitely. And yes, it's a bit random. Usually we have the AWRC, but that's now finished, and we get the track map on, and we have the racing in front of us, and there is, so Adam Bath, our championship leader, could easily make this the championship win today, and he was very desperate to get this one up and running as soon as he could. He wanted to make sure he got that done and dusted as he went into Goodwood. But as you said, Jesse, he's a quick driver, and you were quite impressed with how he was driving in the practice before the start of the race.
Yeah, it looked like he was laying down, I think it was a 129.2, which is pretty fast. I seem to remember in the last qualifying we had, at least until it kind of pooped out on us, that it was like more like a 129.5, 129.6 we were seeing. So he's clearly put some more practice in, and I don't know how much more he can squeeze out of this lemon, to be honest with you. That's pretty dang fast.
Yeah, that is pretty fast, isn't it? And we hope he doesn't go any faster. That's not what we want. But Shahida says, Jesse! So that's nice. So Shahida's really pleased you're here, Jess.
Well, aren't we all?
Oh, for you, yeah. That's joking, my friend. No, it's great to have you, mate. And so we're going to see the cars come around. I just had to adapt the keyboard there because I forgot to plug that in. Doesn't really help when you're a commentator having nowhere to push the buttons. So Glowing is out on track, and he's the fastest man on track at the moment. So great to see. And the messages are coming in. Hello, Shahida. Thank you for reminding me that I am actually commentating today. Butler is there in second place. We're all joking, just joking. So Glowing's there in the lead. Butler there in second at the moment. Nicky coming through. And these will be the first times as they do so. So it's going to be Glowing who crosses the line first with the toe from Butler. Could be Butler who takes pole position here. Let's see. So Glowing. It is Butler. 4 tenths faster as he goes through. Nicky there in third at the moment. in the Greg Jenkins car. Hyper's now gone into fifth. He crosses the line now. What can he do? He stays in fifth. Never Kirkpatrick, let's see what he can do as he crosses the line now. And he does a 31. Goes into fifth. Nice start from Nevin Kirkpatrick. Lewis comes over the line, goes into sixth place. Petrol Blake's got a good lap coming up here as well. He might pip everyone. He goes into fifth. Well done to Petrol Blake. Good start. Dusty coming round and he's here on time today. And he crosses the line and does a 130. Goes into second. Wow. That's impressive.
Good run.
That's impressive. So here we go. Oh my goodness me. Adam Barth is already 1.3 seconds up, Jesse. This is absolutely ridiculous. I thought it was just a fluke. Now I've got to admit he's the actual master in this Super Mighty Mini, isn't he? So crosses the line now, does a 28.29, and he's 1.4 seconds faster than everybody else. That is absolutely astonishing. This is why this guy is a champion, and this is why he's absolutely useless as every other car, because he has actually told me he is actually useless at every other car.
Yes, it's very true.
Yeah, he's gripping at this car, but everything else he just doesn't seem to compute with. But that's impressive stuff. Good evening.
I feel like some of the mini drivers are going to start competing to see who can be on the front of his grill here in the future, because they all want to be seen up at the front of the pack.
Yeah, definitely. Totally agree. And as we said before, some of the drivers that are going through now, especially Butler and lights of Pac-Man as well. They were saying that the car, even though they're using the base set, the shell, everything, the lowering is exactly the same. They even with the power difference, it's a lot more difficult to drive. They are actually struggling with this car. It's crazy to say that, isn't it? It's a sim racing game, but just those differences are very much similar to what it's like in real life. Some people get into a Super Mighty Mini and they can't drive them. They really struggle with the power difference and getting the braking points right and not letting that rear end go. Because if you let off the throttle in a Mighty Mini, it just goes wee, and it's really really strange. It's either on the power or off the power. You can't be one in between the both. In between both. So
it's interesting too.
Crazy.
When I'm watching Albie go around the track here too. And I'm noticing something different that none of the other drivers are doing. He's actually not even coming really that close to the curb on the inside of the turns. I mean, he's actually going pretty wide on most of them. I think he's more concerned about carrying that momentum than he is making sure that he cuts that corner to the tightest point. I mean, he's leaving a good car's worth of space on the inside of the corner as he goes around him. It's not even close. And honestly, when I drive these, I'm usually slowing down enough where I can hit the bumps on the inside, and he doesn't seem to be doing any of that. So it's definitely different.
So not technically using the racing line, more of a sort of a karting wet race line. So sort of more central to the track. So that's interesting to know.
Yeah.
So we'll keep an eye on that. That's I wonder if anyone else has seen that, as we see Glowing go slightly faster again, and Clive now bumped up again. I think Clive's into fourth place. Now he's in fifth. So Nicky's there in fourth. And Clive there in fifth. Obviously, the reserve driver tonight, Butler, in third place. Glowing in the CC Sim livery, representing. He's 2 tenths up. He's got quicker. He's got it under a second here, Jesse. So that's impressive. And he's 2 tenths up on this lap. So we'll stay with Glowing. Not just because he's driving the represented car CC Sim, just because he's actually 2 tenths quicker on the previous lap. So let's see if he can get his car into those 29s, because at the moment he's just under a second slower. So let's see what happens there as Adam Barth just absolutely ruins it and does a 29.2. You pain.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I think Glowin might have botched that hairpin. We'll see at the next point, but I think he came in a little tight on the hairpin. It was one of those where he was cooking through, and we talk about it all the time. It's about setting up the next corner, and he didn't set up that hairpin too well, I don't think. So
yeah,
we'll see what. Right. Oh, he's lost a little
up,
bit, but
yeah, he is up by his personal best, but he was actually just about 2.5 tenths faster through the first sector. So we'll see what happens as he crosses the line now. He'll be very pleased if he gets to 29 tonight. He's just outside and keeps that
both
very
the hairpins
consistent
he
time.
Really struggled with. It was interesting. The rest of the track he did really well.
Yeah, very interesting indeed. We've seen Nicky pull over and puts the hazards on. He lets Butler go through. So Nicky's trying to get a toe on the back of Butler, which is quite clever because at the moment Butler is in third place. He's the reserve driver tonight. And Nicky's trying to claim some more points as he started very late into the championship. But again, Clive not on the pace like he was in Gran Turismo Sport, because when he was on the Sport, he was absolutely flying. He was pretty much indestructible, apart from obviously the likes of Evo that was racing with us, who's going to be back this year, but he's nearly half a second up at the moment. Personal best here from Clive, so let's see what he does here. Full lock on the steering, lights up the tyre as he goes into the left-hander. Literally full lock on these tyres, absolutely insane. That doesn't actually happen, just to let you know. This is actually a glitch on the game, but it does look wicked, like he's at KFC and doing a burnout for the kids out front. It's absolutely wicked.
Oh yeah, the crowd will go nuts at least.
They will. They will love that. Drift champions. So it goes round the left-hander now. We have just over a minute to go, so we'll get another lap in. We'll just see where Clive finishes off on this lap. Let's see, has he gone any faster? He has. He's gone nearly 7 tenths faster this lap, so this could get him a lot closer. He might actually get second place here, depending on the exit of that corner. Oh, that wasn't exactly how he wanted it to go, but he has gone off the curb this time, and he dropped a lot of time there at the end. He lost a hell of a lot of time. That's a lot of time. So he was 6 tenths up, and then lost a second. Yeah, wow, painful.
That's tough. Yeah, that last corner is hard to get right too. It's such a long. It's a kind of a hairpin, but it's such a long curve. It seems like it never ends, and you just don't know quite when to turn in.
Oh, Clive's made a mistake as well. Clive just slammed into the wall. Luckily, he's okay. Dusty's gone into 4th place. So Dusty's come into 4th place. There is Nev. He's under 2 seconds from Albie's time. And I'll tell you what, that is pretty quick. Yeah, it's really well done. The 2023 champion in the Super Mighty Minis in real life, that is. Great to see, though, isn't it? A Super Mighty Mini in esports that actually drives these cars in real life is going to win this championship. And
I've seen him.
That's crazy.
Seen him.
Absolutely crazy. So TNR again.
You know what? And I will say too, from your interview, when I saw the picture of him, he looks like a race car driver too. I'll say that.
He does indeed. Yes, he does. Oh, dear.
Ooh, Glowing's up.
So Glowing up in as he comes through the hairpin now. What's he going to do? Because I think when Clive went to go around this corner, he just didn't have any momentum, and he didn't even go across the curb, which is very, very strange. And crosses the line now. And what's he going to do? He goes up and stays in second, but he's now 8 tenths behind, just under. So well done to Glowing there. Butler comes through into 3rd. Dusty still on the lap. Let's see what he can do. This is the final lap for drivers. Clive obviously had to spin, so I think he's going to bail out of this one. Excuse me. Paul Turner says Nev is Nev. Love that. He quite clearly is as well. So there we go. So Dusty comes through. And does he change? Does Petrol Bloke go up as well? Let's have a look. Does that change at all? Cross the line? No. Oh, Dusty goes into 3rd. Dusty takes 3rd place off Butler in the closing stages. And that is qualifying over. Well done to Dusty. Brilliant stuff. Don't forget, everyone, if you could do, we really do appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much. We do appreciate that. So let's take a look at those results from qualifying. So the only one in the 29s at the moment is Adam Bath, but that could change with Toe, so we'll see what happens. Glowing in 2nd place, Dusty 3rd, Butler 4th, Nicky in 5th, then we've got Clive there in 6th, Nevin in 7th, Hyper in 8th place, and then we have Petrol Bloke in 9th, and we have Lewis there in 10th place, representing the AD Tuckley car. Adrian, if you're watching, hopefully he is. There is your 10 drivers for tonight. So welcome everyone. If you've just joined us, this is Craig Cook and Jesse Crowder from CC Racing, representing the fully endorsed Super Mighty Minis Esports Championship, round 7 of the rescheduled last week's race, and it's about to go right now. So here we go. Drivers are ready. Adam Bath looks very ready. Does Glowing look ready? Is he going to take it into turn 1? Is Dusty going to get that 2nd place off Glowing? We're going to find out as the 5 red lights go out now. Away we go. Great start from all the drivers. No jumpers, which is brilliant. And you wouldn't want a jumper in this because it's absolutely sweltering there at Autopolis. But here we go. Adam Bath takes the lead into turn 1 we go. And Glowing does get second, but Butler's had a great start. He's on the outside as they go through turn 1, and looks like Dusty has got it. So good start from Adam Bath. He's away. Good battle at the back there between Petrol Bloke and Hyper there. So the Super Mighty Minis come through and coming up to turn 3 now, and it's Adam Bath in the lead here, Jesse. But Glowing is closing him up.
Yeah, we know the key is just staying with him. I mean, you keep in the draft, you're going to be okay. But and the other thing is, watch Albie's line. Learn from Albie. Obviously, he's flying through this racetrack. See if you can find why he's flying through this racetrack.
Yeah, exactly. Good shout there from Jesse. As we see Glowing go on the grass, he's trying to keep that power down. Just goes a little bit wide. And Butler looks like he might have an opportunity to go past. He doesn't. And backs out of that one as we see the dirty tyres now on Glowing's car. And he's going to be feeling that here. And hopefully he can get that dirt and grass and whatever's come off the side of the track there, off the tyres. And as he comes into the hairpin, we're going to find out as he flies into the hairpin. And yes, he's managed to get it scrubbed off, which is great stuff. But Adam Bath, 1.5 seconds in the lead, and a Mighty Mini is a Super Mighty Mini, I should say, is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, he is cooking right along, and that little grass ride may be all that Albie needed. Yes. I don't even know. I don't think bumping really helps that much in these cars, does it? I don't feel like it does.
Well, yeah, a little bit of tow and a little bit of a bump draft. Yeah, it could help a little bit. Not too much as like in the in real life, unfortunately. But it can help. It can be beneficial, but it depends on who you're driving against. And obviously, if you're driving against Adam Bath, you've got no chance. But Adam Bath at the moment is holding the lead, 2.1 seconds now. It's Glowing in second, Butler there in third. So really, the battle's going to be for second. So unfortunately, Adam, we're not be watching you at all tonight. Dusty there in fourth place. There is Nicky in fifth. Clive there in sixth. So good battle here from second to seventh at the moment. Hyper's just dropped off the pack. Nevin Kirkpatrick has got past Lewis Beckenham there. The go-karter and admin here at CC and commentator. There he is.
He's making a good run on Hyper.
There we go. Great shout, mate. Just caught the eye of the prize there as we see Hyper go wide. And Nevin Kirkpatrick's going to hold that inside. He's dragging that car around and he's got through and he does what he does best. He's overtaken in a sweet spot and has taken that position. So let's have a look at that again as he has the inside line there through the left-hander. Make sure that he holds the line, and Hyper had nothing to do there but to just let him go. Good move there from Nevin.
Yeah, good stuff. He stayed nice and consistent. He avoided a little incident on the very first corner in the first lap. That was probably wise by him just to back off, and then he found a spot to get through.
Yeah, definitely. There's Paul Turner saying, come on, Nev. He's doing a good job. He's there. He's thereabouts. He won't want to finish last. If he gets in that top 8, he'll be very pleased indeed, I'm pretty sure, because he knows who he's against, and he's getting very good now at his sim racing. He's really enjoying it, so good luck to him tonight. But we're on board with Clive in the Octane racing car, representing Steve Rideout in the Dayglow yellow car.
Yeah. Watching Butler too. Butler really wants to get past Glowing. The problem is that by moving around like he is, Dusty's actually closing in on that those top the second and third place cars.
Yeah, you can see it. We're on with. It's quite good actually because we're on board with Clive. You can actually see everything in front. It's brilliant stuff. Evening, everyone. Good to see the minis are still looking as fun as always. They are, mate, and it'd be great to have you back when you're ready to. Join us, and great little battle going on, and it looks like Clive might have the opportunity here. He's looking on the grass and Nick's going, no, you've got to go around the outside of me, mate. I'm not letting you through there. So Clive does say, I'm going to go around the outside. Does he hold that line? If he can hold that line as he gets into the chicane, that would be brilliant, but he doesn't quite do it. But he's going to be in the tow down the straight now, and he's going to be looking to close in on that bumper in front as we look on board. That's not what I wanted to show you there. I really should put stickers on these buttons here, Jesse, on the keyboard.
Simplify it.
That's it. Simplify it as much as you can. So round the outside goes Clive. Is he going to get that done? He might get the cut back here on Nick, but Nick goes defensive. Nick's making him work hard for this position. And he does go through, gets some momentum. And as we say, momentum is everything in mini racing.
Yeah.
And he has gone through. Good move there. Good battling between the two of them. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, it seems like the outside line is the better line from what I can see. But Butler's in trouble. Dusty's making a move on him.
Yeah, just caught that. Well, I made great shout again, and Dusty goes into third place, and some serious problems with Clive's car. He's still doing burnouts. That was for qualifying, mate. That's for qualifying.
He's gonna need some new tires after this race.
Yeah, definitely. So Dusty in third place. Dusty seems to be really on it today. And in the Tigers car as well, as Glowing goes very wide. He likes that wide line. Seems to be working out quite well for him, to be fair.
Well, Dusty got a good run on him coming out of that corner. We'll see if he can make some magic in this next hairpin here.
So on the brakes they go into the right-hander. Oh, it's a lovely shot, that is. I love that shot on the hairpin. Brilliant. Everyone's still together. Really impressed with the driving tonight. Everyone's still clean, nice and tidy. And Nevin's trying to chase down Petrol Bloke, but Hyper's behind Nevin, trying to close him down. As we see Butler in the tow, has a good exit off the corner now. Can he go down the inside? He goes for that outside line again. It's a brave move. On the brakes they go, and Dusty's just giving him just enough room. But again, that wide line. Here comes the cutback. Is he going to get the drive out of the corner? I think he is here, Jesse. That's a good run from Butler.
Yeah, he got a good run.
He did indeed.
He's right up on him.
He's to hitch up there like a recovery truck, doesn't he? He looks like he's doing that, and he's really pushing Dusty for all he's worth at the moment. But look at the background. You can see Petrol Bloke and Nevin, and also looks like Hyper's also in the mix there, closing that gap up. So that looks very close indeed now. And still the Glowing Dusty Butler Clive Nicky battle still going on. But Petrol Bloke wants a piece of this pie, and he's nearly on the back of him now, Jesse.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a nice tight pack. They're all running really well. I think they're still kind of learning some of the lines, though. I've noticed a few of them have changed their lines as the race has gone along. I think they're learning from some of the other drivers where that sweet spot is.
Yeah, definitely. There's Butler representing the Dave Kirkpatrick car, finishing second in the championship in the Super Mighty Minis against his brother, and both been well over 20 years of racing in Super Mighty Minis and in the Mighty Minis Racing Championships, and great to see them back for 2024.
Nicky's starting to lose the pace a little bit. So he's gonna have to pick it up if he wants to get back on the back of this group here. Because you start losing the draft, it'll go away in a hurry.
Indeed, I'm just looking at a battle between Lewis and with the teeth, and we've got Hyper also in the Mark Ditchburn car as he goes into the braking zone, and Lewis gets that done and goes into that ninth place. Good battles across the park today. Really enjoying this race. In general, it's really, really clean. Very, very clean indeed. Lots of respect. Obviously, they're just showing the door. Mistake
by Dusty.
Yeah, good shot, mate. And just see the brake come on there from Butler. You don't really see the brake lights on these cars that much. It's full throttle action as we see Dusty goes slightly wide again, and Butler trying to get that inside line. He's going to the outside line for the left-hander, and that didn't work for him. Nearly worked for him, but not quite this time. But he's stepped to get very close here for the podium spot here. And as you said, Clive is closing up, Jesse.
Oh, yeah, he's happy to see them battling away. He's like, oh, here's my chance. It just sucked right up to the back bumper. Now Butler's got to look forward and backward, which is, you only got two eyes. That's not a good situation.
Oh, here we go. Butler down the inside for position. Clive round the outside. Butler goes for the lunge, and that's going to put Dusty out to dry, literally. And Clive has a little bit of this as well, but a great exit off the corner from Dusty, and he's got he's going to go on the outside line for turn one, but those two battling away, and Clive's got the toe here on Butler. But he's just got that momentum just to pull in front, hasn't he? Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I was hoping that Dusty would jump in behind him, because I don't think it was going to end well for him on the outside.
Yeah, he just give him a little bump as well, just to say, I'm still with you, mate. I'm not letting you go. This is a brilliant race. Really, really good stuff. And Glowing's just literally just said, right, you lot can battle. I'm just going to disappear in the distance. And he's got a nice, what was that, 7 or 8 car, mini car lengths, should I say, in front. So Glowing is starting to make his getaway. And Butler's going to have other ideas. He's going to try and close that gap up, I think. But going to have some company with him.
Butler's been on the back of cars most of this race, so mistake by Dusty.
Yeah, another mistake, goes for that wide line again so he can hold that inside of the left-hander. And I think Clive might just sneak it here if he's lucky. I don't think he is. Yes, he has. He's got around the outside. Good move there from Clive and goes into 4th place after that mistake from Dusty, as you said. Great shout. But Nicky's back in the mix as well. And Butler's obviously gone, right, you two can fight. I'm going to try and catch Glowing because, you know, I had a podium in the Mighty Mini race last week and I want a podium on here. And he's now closing the gap up as well. But overall, 3rd place for Clive here. So that's pretty good. Unless Dusty and Nicky have anything to do with it. Petrol Bloke still hasn't managed to close that gap on those guys as they started to pull away. Let's have a look at the back there. There's Nevin in 8th place. Lewis is there still in 9th. And there is the Mark Ditchburn car of Hyper in the background. Still together on the straight. Sorry, Jesse.
Nicky's right up on Dusty as well. He made a good run off that corner.
Brilliant stuff as we go into turn 1 again. And just under 9 minutes to go of this race.
Clive's kind of giving me the 007 vibes with that kind of cloud coming out of the back of the car, like he just dispensed a little burning oil to try to lose him.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's very strange, isn't it? Clive's front tyres must be toasted. And exactly
Clive
what Paul Turner
off.
says. Paul Turner just said, literally, Clive's front tyres must be toast. I think you're right, because they're literally lighting up every single corner, and he seems to be okay now, but it's very strange because the tyres on his car are literally full lock. I know that some people had the Fanatec. They were saying that for some reason the cars weren't turning and they were getting a lot of full lock, and the wheels were going in a strange angle, and I think one of them was Digby said about it, and he said he had the settings wrong, so maybe there could be a settings correction there for Clive on his Fanatec wheel, so we'll keep an eye on that. There goes Dusty.
Another one to watch too is it looks like Butler's starting to run a little better now that he's on his own. He's cut the Glowing down by about half a second here over the last couple laps, so he's kind of enjoying his time out there now that he doesn't have Dusty right in front of him.
Yeah, it's starting to open up a bit now. Now they've got into their sort of rhythm. But let's go and have a little look at Adam Barth, shall we? Because we haven't said a lot about him, but my goodness,
who is he?
Who is he? He's 10 seconds up the road. He's doing 29 constant laps. 1 minute 29s constantly since lap 2. Literally crossed the line and he's just done 29s. He's just done his fastest lap on lap 6. He's done a 29.050. He's nearly in the 28s. That's incredible.
Oh, my goodness. Does he have a turbo button on that thing? Or
yeah, he must have. There must have been something that they didn't check in scrutineering. I'll have a word with Derek if you can have a word with him. So there's Glowing in 2nd place. But yeah, Butler's chasing him down, but he's still got that 2-second cushion. So he really needs to try and get into the mouth of the toe there, but hasn't quite managed to claim it as such. But it is starting to come down. He seems very quick round this bit. But again, that exit speed from Glowing seems to really start to engage as he comes off the exit of the right-hander there, and he starts to pull away again. So previously, that hairpin Butler seems to be a lot quicker, but the exit of coming off that left-hander, he seems very, very quick here, does Glowing in that sector.
Yeah, Glowing's nailing that last corner. It's not even close, really. He's gaining a couple tenths of a second on Butler every time he heads through there.
So let's have a look. So there is Clive, and he's got Nicky for company. There is so Petrol Bloke looks like he's closed up as well. It's now 2.5 seconds, so he's really closed up the gap. The battle at the back still. Nevin is holding fort in that 8th spot. He's going to definitely put the wooden stakes up to defend that position, isn't he? Because he's got a fearsome looking Jaws creature behind him of the Adrian Tuckley car. And there it is. It is bearing down on Nevin Kirkpatrick. I'm pretty sure he's seen that once or twice before. But let's see if he can hold him off. He's there in 8th. Lewis there in 9th with Hyper just behind in that 10th spot. And pretty consistent laps as well. 31s, very low. He said he's done a low 31.1. So that's pretty good from Nevin. Very, very tidy. Very consistent laps there from him.
Yeah, it seems like most of the drivers in the 130, 131 range. I mean, it's pretty tight, relatively speaking. I mean, if we look back, even with what is it? He's got a 12-second lead or so now.
Even what's his name? What was his name again? The man we can't say. Not Voldemort. It's Adam Barth. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, but even with his big lead, the last place is only 28 seconds behind the leader. So you take out that 12-second monster lead he's got. Really, the entire pack's about 16 seconds apart. That's pretty
Yeah,
tidy.
that's pretty clean, isn't it? That's pretty good going. So yeah, the gap has opened up, and going has definitely started to pull away from Butler. Butler seems very happy to be there in third, but Dusty's not going to give that up. But also Nicky and Clive also chasing down fifth and sixth place, and there's Petrol Bloke in seventh. Was 2.5 seconds now to 2.4. He has to just concentrate on the man in front. But he's also concentrating on the man in front of him, which is Nicky. And he's all over the back of Nicky now. And let's see what he can do. Can he get past this man? Into turn 3 now.
It looks like two. I was going to say, it looks like two that you can stay on that there, but it looks like Dusty got a really good run. He's down to about 0.7 of a second behind Butler all of a sudden. Now 0.6. So he's reeling them in as well.
Yeah, we're on board. Just as you say that, mate, I'll just chuck that over and so we can see both the action pack races between those 4 cars with Butler in third, Dusty there in fourth. We have just under 4 minutes of this race to go, and Dusty in fourth place looking for that podium. Nick is his best to defend from Clive, as Clive looks like he's got a very good run here. We're going to go on board with Nick and look to our left. There is the Octane racing car of Clive and goes to the outside. Is he going to hold that line? It's going to be very tight. Nick gives him the room. He comes back on. He has a little bit of bumping and Clive goes through. That's a great bit of driving from both of those two. Let's take a look at that. That was superb.
That's good stuff back there by those guys. They're not messing around.
Certainly ain't, are they? There we go. They're so around the outside. Nick, I'll tell you what, Nick was very clean there. He held that inside line and he just saw the Dayglow car on his left shoulder and thought, you know what, I'm not going to make that corner now. I'm going to have to give that pass. So through he goes. Now, let's have a look. And again, bad exit again from Clive. And Nick goes through again. So Nick now back into that 5th place. After all that hard work from Clive, he's now dropped back into 6th place.
Yeah, that's tough to work as hard as he did around those corners to make that and then just give it up right in the next corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a missed gear or he just turned a little bit too tight at the end there. He just totally lost momentum and into 5th he goes. But Dusty is giving Butler a run for his money. 2 minutes to go of this race. Can Dusty get on the podium in Stuart Coombs' car? That always leaves his repair work till the last minute on race day. Like literally, he'll come down on race day and repair it while you're there. If you're lucky, you might get it done at 2 o'clock in the morning the previous night.
It seems like, just judging from the intervals, it seems like Butler's getting a little faster coming into the corner, but Dusty's getting the better exit times on a lot of them.
Yeah, definitely. And there we go again. He straight lines the chicane on the final corner there. So that could help him. And he's starting to close up a bit. Let's go on board with Dusty. See if we can get that in car. There we go.
Yeah, he didn't even pretend. He just went straight through the corner.
Yeah, he just went, that's it. You know, don't worry about rules and regs. We'll go straight over that. So it needs to get a nice move through here. Oh, Butler went very wide there, but he's managed to hold it, hasn't he? He's done it again as Butler, but again, that entry speed was a little bit too harsh, and Dusty's now clawed him back a bit more, now down to 2.5 tenths as Clive has made a move on Nicky. I have got that saved, and we will have a look at that in a moment. A minute to go of this race. They will get one more lap, so as they come round the left-hander, still Dusty can't get through, or does he? Goes round the outside as we quickly have a look at that pass from Clive. Now, was it a mistake from Nick? I think it was just momentum. Good. Yeah, momentum. It was momentum again. So there goes Clive into that 5th place. And we're going to go back with Butler now. And Butler's got a rear view mirror full of Dusty. I could have said dust, but that would sound really strange.
Yeah, and Dusty actually backed off a little. He had a really good run, and it just didn't like it for whatever reason.
Well, we should see that car somewhere. There he is. He's going to do the same thing again over the chicane. He goes straight for it. Now, here we go. This is the last lap. 20 seconds to go. We might get Petrol Bloke through here. And here they go. Crosses the line. All about this last lap. Adam Bath. Let's just have a quick look at him before we look at all the other action. So there he is. There's your leader. absolutely stonking away at the moment. There is
Ayrton
Glowing in
even got through.
second.
Oh, and Lewis got through too.
And Lewis, oh, they did get through. Oh, good stuff. So everyone is through on the final lap. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So Butler is holding third place. Dusty there in fourth. Clive's holding off Nicky, but Nicky's still having a little poke and trying to get down the inside. He's got good drive again, so it's the same corner again. Both having a mistake, and Nick's got the inside line, but if Clive can hold that outside line, he's got the inside of the bus stop, and he's managed to hold it, and he's going to hold the inside. Has he done it? Oh, Nick's trying to hold him on the outside. Oh, this is a great move from Nick. And he's done it. Well, great driving from those two. That's absolutely fantastic. It really, really is. But we're going to have to take a look at Adam Bath because 16 seconds down the road there's a battle going on. But Adam Bath's already round the final corner, Jesse. And Adam Bath is going to win this race. And he's going to be our 2023 Super Mighty Minis Esports Champion. Congratulations to Adam Bath as he weaves the tyres. Battle for third, as we see. Glowing's coming through as well. There he's at the hairpin, but the battle for third, and Dusty goes through on the outside. Is he going to do it hard on the brakes? They both go hard on the brakes, and wide goes Butler, and wide goes Dusty, and I think it's going to be Dusty. Oh, Dusty's got a good move. Oh, he's got down the inside, and Glowing goes through, and Dusty has managed to clinch it, and Dusty goes through and finishes in third place from Butler in fourth. And Nicky gets fifth from Clive. But look how close Petrol Bloke was at the end. My goodness me, just under a second. Petrol Bloke in seventh. It's Nevin in eighth. He's going to be very pleased with that. There's Lewis in ninth place. And Hyper will finish in 10th. Congratulations to him. Well done to all the drivers. That was absolutely superb.
Oh, that was the move of the race right there. You could see he was outside, and just dove right through. Straight through that corner.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Well done to Adam Bath. He is your Mighty Minis, Super Mighty Minis, should I say, Esports Championship winner and champion of 2023. Right, let's save that because that was absolutely brilliant. Right, let's take a look at those race results. And it is Adam Bath who takes that win and the championship. And with a time of 1:29.050, you couldn't give it to anyone else, could you really? Glowing Gold did a superb job and managed to clinch that second after the battles were going on behind, and he finishes there second place. Congratulations to Glowing. Dusty in third, then Butler in fourth with that great overtake at the end there from Dusty, and Butler settles for fourth place. So I think he'd be concentrating on this Wednesday coming because it's the final on Wednesday, everybody. So do keep an eye out for that. That will be sent out to I'll send it out tonight. Nicky there in fifth place, then Clive in sixth, then we have Petrol Bloke in seventh, Nevin Kirkpatrick finishing in eighth place. Well done to him as he hold off the likes of Lewis with the jewels there in ninth place, and Hyper finishing in 10th place. And also did everyone manage to do 130s, I think there did everyone. Yeah, there's only one out, just out was Nevin Kirkpatrick, but everyone in the 130s. That's brilliant stuff. Great driving. Massive shout out to all the people that are looking in there. There's looking forward to the finals on Wednesday, says Shahida. We got congrats Adam, says Hyper. GG's all. Congratulations Albie, says Danny C. Great to see Danny C watching there. Congrats to Adam as well, says Paul. So lots of people involved in this event tonight, mate. And great to see.
I was going to say too,
everyone joining us.
Just a quick shout to the fact that Ayrton didn't get a 130 and yet he finished in eighth. That's pretty impressive. That means he was pretty consistent the whole time compared to the other people. Obviously some of the other ones, they had some off laps. But, man, Nevin must have just been smoking through the same lap over and over and over again. So good work by him.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, absolutely superb. It'd be great to get Nevin Kirkpatrick in the actual chat if we can. But if we can't, not to worry, because it'd be good to hear his insight from his 2023 championship. But let's have a chat with our winner and our champion, Mr. Adam Bath. Congratulations, mate. That was a super drive, and you're getting a lot of GGs from everyone in the chat as well. How do you feel?
Yeah, ecstatic, to be honest, because I've done a fantastic job all season. I don't want to blow my own trumpet there, but I just... Quite honestly, I have. I don't know where the pace has come from. I've been saying it all season, but yeah, it's just been absolutely fantastic to be able to do it. It's a shame I can't do it in real life, but to do it on this and represent Octane Racing, represent my sponsor joyoreps.co.uk, and do a good job for CC Sim as well. It's just been brilliant. So a huge thanks to everybody who's participated in the esports over the course of the season as well. I've had some fantastic battles at some point as well, and it's not been completely my own way through qualifying, but some of the races have been fairly straightforward. We have to give a shout out and a big thanks to everybody involved in Mighty Minis in real life, Roger and Bob, who have allowed us to do this, and yourself and Jesse as well for bringing the comms to life and making these races exciting when I've been disappearing up the front and making it boring for everyone. So thanks to you guys as well.
Hey, mate, it's an absolute pleasure. I love that. Sorry, I always giggling away because you should be humble. You should be very proud of yourself, mate. It's really impressive that how you've really opened yourself to sim racing now, and especially these minis. I mean, it's been fantastic to watch and really impressive. And it's great to have an official Super Mighty Mini race driver winning the Super Mighty Mini Championship. It just goes to show that anything can happen, and you really dedicated yourself to it. And well done, mate. We do appreciate everything you've done here at CC Sim Racing, and there is gonna be a few words and some dodginess going on because obviously you built the thing with me. You got all the cars done, you've done the setup, and you've won it. So that's a bit worrying, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been questioning. I mean, this isn't even the same car that I started the season with. I changed car because I was so convinced there had to be something wrong with it. I actually bought another car and rebuilt it just to make sure, and it's still doing the same thing. So, yeah, it must be me rather than the car.
Well, I think that you've just helped a lot of people get the rigidity done on their cars and the new engines put in for the next series. So well done, mate. Absolutely brilliant. Congratulations and thank you for doing what you do at CC Sim Racing. But well done. 2023 esports champion, Adam Bath. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's have a word with our next guest, which will be Glowing. Let's have a quick chat with Glowing. Glowing, great result, mate. Still, you got very consistent as well, and luckily, you managed to get away from that absolute battle that was going on behind you, and it just gave you enough legs to just sort of start pulling away, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. That gave me something to worry about at the beginning. So I had to go quite defensive, and then as soon as the mistake happened, it gave me a bit. I could just focused on just stretching my legs, like just right, okay, stick to my line and stuff like that. So yeah, congrats to Adam. There was no way I was going to catch him. Like, I tried copying his lines all through practices, sessions and stuff like that, and I don't know how he does it. So yeah, fair play to him. Congratulations to him, and well done on the championship.
Oh, great, well said, mate, and absolutely incredible stuff, and represented CC Sim very, very well in our car. So well done, mate. Congratulations for finishing and in second place in the championship. Well done, buddy. Great stuff.
Yeah, cheers, man. Like, if someone told me I would be finishing second in the championship at the beginning of this, I would have laughed my head off. I was aiming for like 10th, but yeah,
definitely.
Massive.
Well done,
thank you, and I'm glad I could represent the team well.
Yeah, you did indeed. Well done, mate. Absolutely brilliant stuff, and congratulations. So that was Glowing Gold, finishing second place, and in third place was Dusty, and it was some audacious final corner moves there, mate. But that was fantastic to watch. It really was, and just managed to pip Butler off the line there. But it was good because you managed to make this one as well, mate.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a while since I've been part of these podium conversations. But yeah, first of all, congratulations to Adam and Glowing. There was no way. I mean, especially when we started battling, any of us were going to get even close. Had some great clean driving by Clive and Nikki and Butler. Nikki and Clive started to scrap a little bit, and I got a little bit of clean track and just tried to be consistent and ended up reeling them in. And I have to say, he was defensive, but also very clean, gave me plenty of room, and it was just some great racing. So yeah, I'm glad to be a part of it. Yeah,
you did an absolutely superb job, and this time you didn't have to wait for your daughter this time, so it was great to have you on the track, mate, and super job. I mean, it was a great battle at the end there, but well done, mate. Finishing on the podium, great to see you back on the podium, and well done. I think you might have actually jumped a few paces, so I'm going to have a look who's third place now, because I didn't actually work that out, because that's going to be very close between the likes of Clive and yourself, and also Nevin. So and Nick. No, actually, no, Nick was a little bit further back, but well done anyway, Dusty. Congratulations, and well done for the series, and can't wait to see more of you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Let's have a quick look at the chat before we go. So we got Paul there from URL saying congrats to Adam. Clive, that was a battle, sir, says Nick. What a battle, says Nick. Love that. Then we've got Mark Ditchburn also saying congrats to Adam. Great to see that. Great to see the Super Mighty Mini drivers. And Steve Rideout is in the house, everyone. And go and check out Octane Racing on Facebook. And if you'd like to have a go in one of these in real life, you can. Go and ask this man. He knows his stuff about minis. So Steve Rideout says, well done to Adam and good racing from Clive, who he was representing. Steve Rideout there tonight. Did well. Congrats to 123. Says Nicky, well done. And well done to Dusty, says Nick as well. Great stuff from them. But Jesse, that's the penultimate round's done. And this Wednesday we got the final round, the grand final. And what a grand final we got. Obviously, we got a Super Mighty Minis champion. But there's only 2 points in it between the two guys in the Mighty Minis Esports Championship.
Who's it between? Just so you can spice it up for us there.
All right, so it's between Pac-Man and also to Adam Barth. So 2 points deficit between the two of them. So whoever wins that, it's going to be very close. Let's just say.
So Pac-Man is going to try to make sure that Albie doesn't get the mini sweep, as it were.
Yeah, basically. So if as it stands, Butler is on 296 and Pac-Man is on 194. So if Pac-Man wins, he will get 33 points. But that will put him I'm trying to think now. That'll put him 1 point clear of Butler. But if Butler gets fastest lap, he will win by 1 point.
Nice.
So
that sounds exciting.
If Butler finishes second and gets fastest lap, he wins the championship. It's crazy, isn't it? That's absolutely mental. So
yeah, I'm gonna bring my calculator. It sounds like on
yeah,
Wednesday,
I think we're gonna need it definitely. I mean, it's only 3 points. We can't get that wrong. Well, see, I haven't got it wrong then. So it's actually 2 points.
I'm a little slow, so I'll bring it.
Oh, no worries. Okay, mate. Well, that's great stuff. So there we go, everyone. Absolutely fantastic racing tonight. Obviously, we had our Mighty Minis race last week. We have our Super Mighty Minis race this week. And it's Adam Barth who takes the win and the Esports 2023 champion. So congratulations to you, sir. Join us on Wednesday for the next round of the Mighty Minis Esports Championship, where the Mighty Minis has to be decided at Goodwood, and then the Mighty Minis to settle us off. Can anybody take that perch off Adam Barth at Goodwood? We'll find out. But is Pac-Man going to take the win, or is Butler going to take second place and get that fastest lap and clinch the title from Pac-Man? It's going to be a tight one in the Mighty Minis Championship. But there we go, everyone. Thank you for joining us. That was Jesse and Crowder. Jesse, thank you for joining me, mate.
No problem. I'm now off to pay my taxes.
And my name's Craig Cook. We'll see you on Wednesday for the Mighty Minis Esports Championship, fully endorsed by the Mighty Minis Racing Championship. And we'll see you there on Wednesday. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic night. Good night.